Hey, what is up YouTube? This is PlaySpores here, bringing you another League of Legends video. This time it is normals, and I am playing Shen. I have not uploaded for a while. It's been like over a week, and just to let you know why that is, I've been thinking about what you guys have been saying about adding some commentary, and I decided that would be the way to go. Now, unfortunately, I'm kind of like hesitant with recording live while playing, so this is recorded post gameplay video. Um, so I'll be playing Shen top here, and moving forward, just a note that I've decided, because my love of Shen, if you notice, I have a lot of Shen videos, and that's really where my heart is playing League, is I love playing this flippin' ninja. And because of that, hate me or not, I believe I'm going to be just uploading different Shen videos and just sticking with Shen for a while, and uploading videos of only Shen, no other champion, all different lanes, positions besides ADC. So I'll be top, mid, bottom support, jungle, you name it. I'm going to be trying different builds, recommending different things. Anybody recommends anything to me, I'm going to try it. I'll try anything, especially in normals. I will be getting back into rank soon here with Shen, but for now, with this commentary thing, I'm going to go ahead and stick to normals, figure out how I can work in the live commentary and work that in, see what we can do. So like I said, I am playing Shen top in this video, and I took the heal and teleport summoner skills. So due to that, the heal is really good. The heal is really good. That extra movement speed, healing yourself and an ally, and removing the negative healing effects, debuffs, just really good. Teleport obviously gives me more of a presence globally. It allows me to get back to lane a lot faster after I use my ult on our ADC or whoever needs it. And the reason why I'm taking boots and 4 health potions is really because I don't have flash, and since I don't have flash, I feel like I need a little bit more escape. If that taunt is on cooldown, my E, it's going to be difficult to get away if like a jungler comes in to gank. So I'd rather have my heal and my boots ready to run away, and vice versa. If I need to chase somebody away from my minions, I'm a lot faster than I can catch up. Can throw my Vork blade at them. Keep that. So as you see here, I'm against a Rise top. So pretty fun. You just have to play a little safe at times, because they can get pretty bursty. But I am going full tank this game, so it should be okay. Should be okay once I get some magic resist. So there comes the poke. But every chance you get, you want to just kind of like be aggressive with Shen. You want to go towards your enemy, and just even if you're not going to throw that Vork blade at them, you want to make them think that you're going to do it. I could be doing a lot better here, so that's going to be something I'm going to try to do better next time. It has been a while since I've been playing Shen top, so no excuse, and as always, my CS is probably horrible, but here we go. It's a nice trade, but I stay there a little too long, and it almost evens out. Typically what I've been doing lately is I've been saving my taunt. I used to, and I still do sometimes, I used to lead with my taunt, especially if I want to get them to miss a siege minion. I wait till it's really low, and I taunt them, so that way their minions kill it, and pisses them off quite a bit if you make them miss every single siege minion. But what I've been doing instead is I lead with my Vork blade, and I just run up and see if they'll trade with me, and I'll just start smacking on them with my Vork blade and shielding it up. And what I do is, if I start winning the trade, I have my taunt where I can either taunt them to make them stay there and fight me and take even more damage, or if I'm starting to lose that trade, I can taunt out of there as fast as possible and just run away. That's the idea anyway. You want to save your taunt primarily to make it so they can't run, because what are you gonna do if they just run away? Nothing. It's not as bad as some champions like Scion, troll champions, but Still, it's pretty bad. Like, you can't really stick with them because your taunt's on that cooldown, especially early on. Say you sit there and you just wait for them to start running, and you taunt on them. So you always save that energy and you save that spell to finish, not lead the trade. So, like I said, I'm being aggressive here, especially because he's apparently out of health pods. You can clearly tell he would be healing up by now, and so I feel like pressuring is really good, because if I can get more poke off on him and do a little bit more trading with him, then I will force him out of lane. He will be forced to go back. That will put me ahead on farm, and I can get a couple hits on our on their turret. So that's the plan. So we do have a Heimer mid, and we have Ashe and Blitz bot, and a Mumu in the jungle. So a pretty solid team, you know. I mean, the ADC could be a little better, could be Kate, but Ashe is okay. Ashe is okay in the right hands. So being top Shen early on, until you have your ultimate, you're really just going back and forth. You just keep going at it. There's not much to do. When I'm top Shen, unless I'm really getting outplayed, I tend not to go back for quite a while. I usually just sit and hoard my gold and farm as much as possible while forcing them out of lane. So it could be. And as this is my first commentary, just please, if anybody watches this, just let me know if I talk too much, too little, if there's something I should be saying or not saying. I'm just gonna keep watching this video and just talking, telling you how I would play Shen, especially early on, because there's not much to happen. Because as we all know, Shen is very much a team champion. He's tanky. He has his ult, is a global presence. It's just dominant. That's why he's always getting banned for the pros when they're playing LCS. So right here, I'm getting pushed back, so that's okay, because I go into trade, leading with my taunt, like I said, I don't like to do. And here you can see I'm getting a little bold here, because I don't have any minions. So that's just me not being aware of my surroundings.
Press on.
So you gotta remember though, with your Vorp Blade, you can heal up. So if you put a Vorp Blade on a minion and start smacking on him, you will heal. It'll give you that life steal on him. Likewise, if you finish killing a minion with the Vorp Blade, you'll get some of that life too. Not as much, but it's decent. So when you really need to heal a Shen, you're by yourself, you just throw a Vorp Blade on a siege minion and you just keep on wailing away at it. It gives you that extra sustain that the enemy does not have typically.
So I go.
So very, very important. People do not do this enough. You need to ping. You need to ping, ping, ping. If you do not see your lane opponent, you need to ping. They are missing, because they could be roaming, especially if you're dominating your lane. They could be going elsewhere because they don't see, any future there. So I'm going to go ahead and ult in on the Mumu just to make sure you secure these kills. And you do, which is good. And I'm going to finally go back and buy some stuff. So whenever you go to use your ult, you kind of want to back away from your lane opponent, just because if they have a stun and stun you out of it, that's going to ruin your day and maybe your teammates' day. They will get the shield, but early on like this, your shield is nothing, especially if you're not AP. Now here, I have a lot of health now. I got that Giant's Belt, and I got my magic resets on my boots, so this Rise is just hurting. So I just jump right in on them. Now I can easily zone them out of my minions. Yeah, see, like that. That's why teleport's good. I mean, right back in lane. It's as if I'd never even left. Ulted down bot, helped them get some kills. Went back and bot. Was back to lane before he even pushed to our turret.
There is no dispute.
I'm just letting the minions finish off this one minion so I can push into my turret. And I don't mind missing CS. I know that's horrible, but to be honest, there's... I don't even know if I do the correct order of item builds, but all you really need on Shen is the Sunfire Cape, and you need the Spirit Visage, or Visage, whatever you choose. Those two items, you're tanky, you're good against, you got armor, you got magic resistor. Pretty good. Pretty good. So I'm oblivious here. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm moving in, and we could have killed Rise here. But I believe Rise comes back, because Rise isn't very smart. So I'm going to hide here in a bush. Doesn't see me here.
With honor.
And there we go. Yep, just jumped right on him, and a Moo bandage caught him, and then I was able to taunt to keep him there. So you need to make sure you land your taunts. Your taunts, your E, is the reason why you will win or lose a game. Okay, so that just burned Amuma's flash, and he's gonna... I don't remember if he dies or not. Nope. That's right. Poor Warwick. But he did buy enough time where we couldn't beat up the turret. So Rise is back because of the teleport. Always make sure you ward as much as possible. I mean, right now, it wasn't really necessary since their jungler is dead. But it's still pretty early, so they bounce right back up pretty fast. So I believe I just go right in on him here. I let him push, and then I come from behind and just wail on him. Let's see what I do here. And besides letting him get all the CS.
So I go.
Okay, so I don't do anything. So I just let him get CS. So that was a horrible example of how to properly lane Shen. That's okay.
Find them unworthy.
So there's a couple different ways you play top Shen, and it really depends on your opponent. So if you are, playing blind norms, then can't really plan. But if you're drafting, you can definitely see who you're going up against, or hopefully, if you're like not first or second pick, and then that's where you shine. Because even after you, if you're first pick and you choose Shen and you're top, you can, towards the end of the last picks, you just choose appropriately your runes and masteries and your summoner spells.
Unstoppable.
So the most obvious and most normal way to play Shen is tank. He is usually the tank. So I'm going to go ahead and alt in mid, help Amir. I believe was fine there, but just in case. But anyway, so tank Shen is the most typical build you see. I mean, most people, they get pissed at you if you don't build tank Shen, but you do not need to build tank Shen. I believe I do it this game just because it's convenient for our team, and probably I was just in the mood of it. I've done AP Shen top, I've done AD Shen top, I've done tank, I've done a split push build, you name it, I've done it. I did as my videos before, my passive proc build. So we out trade him so hardcore now. We got the life, the magic resist, and he just hurt him. So right there, I took a couple of turret shots, but it's okay. Pop my heal summoner spell and just go back at farming. Meanwhile, Rise had to go back. So with Shen, you don't really have a lot of kill potential with the tank build. You will get kills, but you don't have the potential you would other builds. And especially if you take the summoner spells like I did, without the ignite, you don't really go after kills. What you're doing is you're trying to push and assist your team. So by doing that, you do not want to make it your main goal to kill your opponent. If you can get a kill and you can, you go for it by all means. Otherwise, you want to just push them back out of lane. You want to like keep them away from your minions while you farm their minions, and then you want to just keep on poking and trading until they're forced completely out. So I'm going to go and just jump right on him because I know I'm going to win these trades. And he's already running away, and looks like he out-traded me. So much for winning those trades. Yeah, it was pretty close. What you can do is you can time your time's going. You time it so you go in when your passive's up. So, you know, when you look like the 4th of July Sparkler Shen, you just run in there and beat him for the extra damage. So it does come into play with Tank Shen because you tend to have more health because of all your items give you a lot more health. It's not as brutal as it is with my passive proc build where it's, you know, all attack speed and then war mogs for days, where you get up to like 600 to 800 per passive proc, and it's every 4 seconds. So not as good damage as with that, but you have a lot more sustain, and you can just run into enemies and, you know, try to take as much damage off your ADC and your mid as possible.
Immediately.
Try to win team fights. That's what this build is all about, the team fights. Once more, I'm just letting him pass because I know he's going to get that minion. And it looks like he just came right to me, so I'm just going to jump on him and start wailing on him again. And just like that, because he was caught off guard, he's pushed out of lane. But wait, is he going to come up here? He would not be smart. Yeah, another thing I just thought to mention, you guys might notice that this is not my Plague Spores account. I'm on my Selquist champion account. So my summoner name is Selquist on this account. And I did that just because the other account, you know, running as Plague Spores was okay, but it was my first account. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and then once I started doing ranked games, I was, you know, you can never leave bronze once you're like that. So we created a Smurf account and trying to work its way up to ranked games. So as Tank Shen, you can pretty much ignore your lane opponent when their turret is that low. You just go for it. And look at that, I ignored it, and now I'm going to go right after him. Do I kill him? No, he teleported. That's okay. He just came back to lane and is immediately pushed out of lane again. So our whole team's doing pretty good this game. I mean, if you look at the turrets, we have almost all the turrets back to their base. You might wonder why I wouldn't just go after Rise there, since he was recalling. I could easily kill him. It's just because I'm going after, you know, objectives, not kills. This is not the build I go after for kills. I'm gonna go ahead and ult in here because there's a pretty good team fight to go in. So ult on a Moo, and that way I can just taunt on Warwick just to make sure. The shield is really all I needed to do, and if I did have flash, I could have flashed out of my ult. So there's only 2 ways you can get out of a Shen ult. One, you get stunned out by the enemy. Or 2, you have the summoner spell flash and you're able to flash out of it. Those are only 2 ways to get out of it. So only one way for you to determine when you get out of it. So keep that in mind when you have flash on Shen. If you start ulting into a team fight and before you teleport, if it starts going sour, you want to go ahead and flash out. That way you don't teleport or teleport with your ult right into the enemy and just instantly die. Trust me, it's happened. It's happened many times. So always, keep that in mind with flash. Yes, you waste it, but it saves you. I just happened to be here at the right time. All the enemies decided to come towards me and my team, and we just start picking them off one at a time. And Ash just got an amazing arrow and blitz and made him full, and we're able to just beat up this Rise. And my dagger finishes it off. As always, guys, if you notice anything, please, I like criticism. Please tell me if you notice any poor plays, because I know I have a lot of them. Just point them out, point the time, and when when I made the issue, the error, and how I can correct it. Just let me know what I can do better, because I'm all about learning, getting better, and just having fun. So if you have any recommendations, critiques, questions, just let me know.
Press on.
I always welcome comments, or even private messages if you want to do that too. It doesn't matter. So my allies, they start running away here. We're with Heimer. One thing you have to remember with Heimer is if you're around him, you're going to be healing. He gives you some healing. So like our team, we pretty much annihilate them, and then our team runs away, like completely runs away, and it just doesn't really make sense because we have the turrets, Heimer's turrets, and we have. So here's what I was talking about. We start annihilating them here because they get so aggressive. But it is definitely a close team fight with how it looks. But you have to remember, we have one of the best pushers in the game, this Heimer, with his turrets. So I'm just gonna hug Heimer, heal up. Look at these. Jinx just wants to go in on these turrets here. And can't really do much, because he keeps on placing these down. And I think Jinx gets a little too bold here, and we're able to pick off a kill. Here we go to taunt, maybe? Not yet. She comes over to this shrubs, these trees over here. I think in the future I'm just going to disable the chat because I really don't like it. It's distracting. Here we go, here we go. Jinx. Oh man, that's beautiful. Why would you stay when you're that low? So we got Ari over here in the bush somewhere. But it's okay. Shen Blitz to the rescue. And the pole. And I'm just chilling there. There's the pole. Okay. And we didn't get the kill. Except Ash does with the arrow. Blitz went a little too deep there by himself when it's just myself and Ash backing him up. So now we have to back up a little. I think this is bad news here. Not sure if we both get out. No. I believe, yeah, I should get out here. Just gotta remember, every like 8 seconds to 10 seconds you have a flash, essentially, with that taunt. Things to note with Shen, when you actually take flash to summon a spell, is you can really use that to your benefit if you're good with your taunts. And instead of using it as escape, use it to initiate and catch up to people. And what you can do is you can flash, then taunt. And you can also do the more difficult one, which would be taunt flash. Why would you do taunt flash? Well, the simple reason that you can redirect your taunt. So if they try to juke you, you can easily adjust it if you're quick enough. You have to be pretty quick with your reflexes, but you can readjust your taunt by flashing. And once again, our blitz is pretty deep here, but I was able to ult in. And I think we turn this to our favor here. So now I'm on Rise, and Rise is just done for. I'm moving on. Yeah, Warwick is going to jump in here. I don't know why, but he does. So we get a free dragon. They just want us to push, which is fine, but I mean, we have some time. And of course, Heimer and Shen stayed to get the dragon, so it took forever. And there's a forfeit for them, so they conceded. So yeah, that's it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching. This is Plague Spores.